take me back to
Yeah,
that first leap and, your thought process and how you went through it.
kind of pre that, I'll go all the way back. I think my entrepreneurs, world started in elementary school selling. This is giving my age away, but bubble gum was a new deal back then, and so we in baggies, and I would sell it at the private school I was at, where I would sell it by the piece, and things weren't as readily available back then. And it's like, wow, this is kind of neat. And so I don't know, I had a love for building things, creating things, from a business perspective. And really I'll call it my first big win as an
Mhm.
entrepreneur, because that's what really sticks in my head the most is having an idea. And that was, in the prepaid phone card business that I got involved in. And I kind of tend to do things, Steve, a little early sometimes. I love riding
Mhm.
those waves, but sometimes I'm swimming and swimming. That wave isn't coming yet. And so I can see it out there and I want to have the timing to ride that wave. But prepaid phone cards was something that was very, non-existent in the United States when I started. I saw it happening in Europe, and then it hit the East Coast a little bit, helping different cultures. Maybe they were migrant workers, maybe they were just here for whatever reason, having a way so they could call home, right? And that was where this whole prepayment thing, a convenience, that kind of thing. And everyone laughed at me. I walked away from my one corporate, I had one big corporate run for a handful of years, and I made a ton of money, and that was great and everything, but I didn't like it. I didn't like
Yeah.
that world. I didn't like that environment. I didn't like being told when I could work and when I couldn't work, and where I was going to live and where I couldn't live. And so I saw this phone card concept. I'm like, man, this is going to be a big deal, and left my really good paying position at that time. And I was building my second home at the time. My mom, she was battling colon cancer at the time, had the fourth child on the way. So it wasn't really good timing to
Yeah,
just
right.
say, I'm going to walk away from everything and then battle all of this stuff. And so, but that's what happened. And it was, you go from being laughed at and, to, oh my gosh, what did you just do? And so that was a big turning point, I think, in my life to say, I can do this.